thing with 100 people versus one ape. Like
100 men versus one ape. How does satellite work? But you know that fucking big thing, that satellite thing that like flies around in space, bro? How the fuck does it stay there?
We can go back to the cavemen, the cave women. How the fuck did they start speaking English, and how did they learn to start a fire? Whose advanced ass was back there telling them what to do? Because that's some bullshit.
Yeah. Welcome back to Off the Record. I'm your host, Jordan Rance. On today's episode, it's a fun one. It's a special one. I'm joined by my best friend, Riley. Now, we did not meet in the usual way. We didn't meet through work or school or even through mutual friends. We met in the most pandemic kind of way possible, through Twitch. Yes, that's right. I was live streaming myself playing Call of Duty. Riley found my stream, and somehow over 5 years later, here we are, still laughing at the same dumb jokes. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Riley to the show, and let's get into it. Starting the podcast is like the fucking hardest part. So I'm trying, like, obviously it'll get easier with time, you know what I mean? But
I feel like we've known each other for so long. We start a combo and then we're just in it, and we'll probably forget. We'll forget about it.
Well, that's exactly where I'm like. Obviously, I'm gonna start is like where or how we start, how we met. Fucking back on.
You think
Twitch.
I should? I do want to know how you feel about this. You think I should put my Discord over here or over here? Like, so am I looking at you here, or should I look this way or this way?
No, definitely like in front of you.
In front.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which, I mean, just to let you know, I've already been recording because I think just having the natural
I don't
fucking
care.
shit.
I don't care. I don't care. You can put in the bloopers.
Yeah.
You can put in I don't care. You could
blooper reel.
Blooper reel it up.
It's about to be. Like,
it's off the record. Remember,
off the
it's
record.
Off the record.
Yes, sir.
You don't even have to start it. You could make the intro later and start it right now.
That's what I'm doing. We rolling with it.
See, we're already into it, just like that.
Fuck yeah.
It's easy money.
Yeah. We met on Twitch. Fucking 2020. 5 fucking years ago.
Oh. I don't have a watch on, but that's a long time. I do remember that day though. Yeah. I remember getting banned.
I was playing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, from Mike. From
Bro, we've talked about this so many times, but like I forget the like little details.
Yeah, so I got banned from another streamer's chat for no reason. So I got so mad. I was like, I'm about to go start a community with another friend. But then I thought about it and I'm like, I ain't got no more streamer friends, so I gotta go find one. And I found motherfucking Jord. I think you were playing Plunder.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Some randoms that you knew that I didn't know, and
I don't even remember who the fuck I was playing with, but I think it was like my friends at the time. Yeah.
I just remember I remember seeing your stream in the quality, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know you said
small streamers usually don't.
Right.
Like they don't do too much with their quality, so I feel like I don't know. And yours was like, I was like, wow. And then I looked at your YouTube. I remember you had all your videos posted. It was a process of. I was like, damn, this dude's my homie now. And then we talked for a bit, and then we played games, and then back at it like a can't say that addict, but
okay. I mean, you can say a coke addict.
Crack addict.
Crack addict. Oh, okay.
It's all right.
Coke, crack. I don't know. Is it the same shit? I don't know.
Probably. I mean, it's 2020, 25, so I feel
2020, 2025.
I feel like drugs. This is a crazy topic. I feel like drugs in general are just changing every day.
There's a new drug all the time. Bro, 5 years ago, where was fentanyl, bro?
Fentanyl, bro. Fentanyl was strictly a patch back then. Now they put that shit in everything.
Bro, that shit was like, it was like a horse, like, I don't know, nummifier or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Like it made like horses numb. That's how it started.
That's why
and
they
then
call
like
it
some
that
random motherfucker.
When you see someone on the side of the road, they're leaning like
bro, because they're literally like disabled. They're numb. They can't do nothing.
The world is crazy. 2025. I mean,
I ain't getting all that.
So this is different. I know this is different because I live in America and you live in Canada. But 2025 2025 to me is literally the worst year. Like, I'm not
Really?
saying for me personally, I'm saying for, like, everything that's going on. You start out the year 55, like, random ass plane crashes.
Oh
Perfect.
fuck, Jesus.
Just perfect, right?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're getting a new president, you know?
Yeah.
That happened whatever last year, but, he's in office. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
just
he
perfect.
officially became president again in fucking January. So yeah, you can say that happened. And
Just burn this place down. I'm
yeah,
so over this.
yeah.
I
Man, I mean, we can
um,
talk about that if you want. Like fucking, I just
I
don't
mean,
know, because you know
to
what's so
me,
fucked up is
yeah.
like so. I mean, I look at a lot of like American politics just because it's fucking interesting. But like, bruh, there's this thing called habeas corpus. I don't know if you know what that means. It's like some fucking ancient, like when
That's
America
a
was
crazy
fucking
word.
created, right? This is what I've learned
Mhm.
about. So basically it's this thing that like every American citizen used to have. Well, I guess still does, but they're trying to get rid of it. Basically, so like if you commit a crime, you go to court, right? You get to plead your case, right? And then they'll decide if you go to jail
Mhm.
or what, right? They're trying to get rid of that right now. They're not saying that they are, but they're trying to get rid of it so that if you commit a crime or even if you don't, they can just send your ass to jail if they fucking want to. Isn't that fucked up? And even for fucking citizens, dog. What the
Dude,
hell?
I mean, well, that just depletes the whole justice system then.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
Sign me up. No, sign
Oh
me up for
man.
court.
For court, that shit ain't even
Yeah,
gonna
bro.
exist,
I
dog.
wanna, I wanna, I wanna work there, bro. I
You're
wanna
gonna work in
argue
the
with
court.
people. I wanna tell someone they're guilty.
You just you're being a judge. Or
You
you
never just
could be
wanted to be
the
in
jury.
control of something like that. No, bro. Jury duty sucks, bro. Jury
Have
duty
you done?
sucks.
Have you done jury duty?
Yes,
What?
bro. Dude, I got jury duty January of last year, and I was
For
hoping.
what? Can you say what
They
it
didn't even
was?
say because we got there, we got in the courthouse,
Uh
and
huh.
then he took a plea deal, or
So
he
like you just
like
admitted
pled
to
guilty.
the.
Yeah, yeah. After I'm already sitting there dressed nice because you can't wear jeans and all that bullshit. Like, bruh, I
Bruh.
can't. I just want to be like in control. I want to be like, I want to hear him out.
Yeah,
I want to
and
hear the
actually
other people out.
decide.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like that would be cool, but I don't want to be a judge though. So that pretty much just off writes everything I
I
just
think
said.
no, well, like a judge, I'm pretty sure like they listen to the jury a lot of the time,
Dude, jury duty sucks.
which is so
I,
crazy to think about because the jury is like literally fucking random ass people. So like you got
yeah,
random ass people deciding your fate,
that's
and
what
a
I'm
lot of the
saying.
times.
So a guy I work with, he's 29 years old. He's never had jury duty. I
Yeah.
turned 21 and I went to jury duty within 7 months. Like what? Like this is bogus. How is it random? This is, and then you can say you're biased and other stuff and get
Uh,
out of it. But I'm not gonna say that. I mean, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I
oh,
don't know.
really? You
Do you guys
can.
not have that in Canada?
I've never been
Oh,
asked something like that. I don't know if
see,
that's a
you're older
thing.
than me,
Yeah.
and you've never been to jury
Yeah,
duty.
yeah.
Like
I don't
that's
think so. Cuz it's like I mean it's the same type of thing for like the military. Like they can't just fucking draft us.
yeah. I don't think. I mean, when on TikTok and a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're gonna get drafted." I don't even think the draft is a thing anymore. I'm not sure,
I have no idea.
and
No
I'm
idea.
pretty sure there's like a rule in place. This wouldn't work for you, but I'm pretty sure if you're like your mom's only son or something like that,
Mm,
you can't get drafted. But I don't even think the draft is a thing anymore. So
yeah. No.
it's
That's a
all that
scary
military
fucking thing.
stuff, all
Yeah.
the wars and stuff like that. I do like to see on social media when people blow it out of proportion because like they're posting videos of like this crazy shit that's going on, but like why would we do that? Why would we exaggerate it even more? Like that's so fucked up. They're living in hell. I'm being honest. And we're
Yeah.
sitting here posting that shit on social media while
Yeah.
these people are out trying to like survive.
Survive like fucking lit like
Like
yeah.
I feel bad. And maybe a little bit a part of it is because, for the people listening, my woman, my lady, my old lady, she's from Europe and there's some crazy shit that goes around out there. And I don't know. I just find it kind of fucked up. And it's some videos are interesting and knowledgeable, but some are like I've seen some bad videos, to be honest. Twitter X is a thing. Okay, so like I don't know. I think all that war stuff is crazy. I also don't like that America is an enabler.
Mm,
Sending money and guns and yeah,
yeah,
perfect,
yeah, yeah,
perfect. But
yeah.
what can I do? I'm just a Joe Schmo, I guess.
They don't fucking know you,
Yeah, they
man.
wouldn't they wouldn't want me in the war. And I played Call of Duty. I'm a 17-year vet in Call of Duty. So
What are you gonna quick scope trick shot them?
I'd go out there, man. I don't even know. I'd probably be quick revive. I'm up there.
Oh
No,
man,
I'm kidding. It is funny because I am joking about it after I said, on TikTok, it is fucked up to say it, but it's like it's different. You should be able to joke about it, but I wouldn't post explicit videos about it. Like
for
that's
sure.
horrible.
Yeah,
That's horrible. There's a limit you can
yeah.
set with that,
Well,
and
I think
some
with
people are crazy.
like kind of talking about like Twitter, bro. You find fucking everything on Twitter now.
Dude,
Like
Twitter, we've sat there
we
in
go on
late
that shit.
night,
Like,
yeah, late night
bro,
Discord calls
fucking, it's
or
literally like
anything.
it's either Pornhub or it's either fucking Murder Central.
And
Like,
there's nothing you can do about it either.
yeah,
I'll have a feed of all streamers and like videos, like good videos, like movies, and
yeah,
then out of nowhere, some dude just got ran over by a train in Guatemala.
yeah. Like,
What
what the
the
fuck?
hell?
What
Like,
the
and that's not
hell?
in a movie. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
video.
real thing. Like, bro,
Or
I can't
like
even
a
look at those.
shooting. Like
Yeah,
what is going on,
bro.
man? Like
I mean, and like depending on like I don't know how you feel about him, but like that's all Elon, bro. Like you can call him smart, whatever. I don't think
I
he is. I think he's just rich and he doesn't know what the fuck to do with his money.
I
Sure, he
okay.
has made smart moves, but I think he's taken a turn for the worst. I have to say it.
I think I don't know his public, like I don't know what the word is, like his public, like the vision or like what he is, his public self. Like he's just
Yeah.
such a weird person because he's known for being rich. Now
Right, right,
everyone
right.
thinks he's the smartest man in the world because he's done this and done that and the Neuralink. Like, but where's Neuralink at right now?
Is that like chip that
Yeah,
can
like
be
what?
implanted to our
It's not
heads or something?
advancing. They're
Yeah.
putting in animals. Like, what's that got to do with anything? You're gonna make the
Testing
Planet of
on
the
animals.
Apes. I've seen that movie, the Planet of the Apes. That shit's scary.
Yeah. Fucking
This big thing with 100 people versus
oh
one
man.
ape. Like,
100 men versus one ape.
yeah,
Let's
like
be honest, bro. That ape is fucking shit up. There is not like you can have fucking 100 people going at this big fucking gorilla or whatever, and like
I think
I think it's terrorized. It's ripping through everybody.
I think it depends on the type. Because if you just get a normal silly goose ass ape out of a zoo that's been sitting there for years, I don't know.
You
I
think
don't
it's
know.
getting mauled? No, but like
I
think
think
like
100 people is gonna fuck that ape up. Now, if you go get an active silverback out of the Amazon wild forest or
yeah,
wherever the fuck they're from, we're getting fucked up,
yeah,
and we're just gonna have to take it. But why would we even try to fucking take an ape in the first place?
yeah.
How
Like,
do we
where did
catch
that
them?
come from? Where did that start?
Yeah, that's so random. Why couldn't it have been like a lion
Some
or an
random
elephant?
person fucking thought of that, and then it's gone viral now.
And it's just I don't think we could take a silverback. 100 of us. I mean,
How big is a silverback?
I'm not even sure size wise. It's
Like it's got to be at least double the size of a
even if it's not
grown
that big,
adult.
you got to think like they're literally wild.
Yeah,
They're wild
yeah,
creatures. Like,
yeah, and they'll fucking like
I'm getting
rip your
fucked
fucking
up.
arm off in like.
But like I said, if it's a Andy, like a
Uh-huh.
little Andy ape sitting in zoo waving at little kids and shit, and it hasn't done shit in years, probably taking homie. I'm gonna be honest.
For real.
But if you get me a silverback, just demolisher of a gorilla, I think we're just done.
You just
There-
it's not
There's a
even-
difference. Like you got to pick. Now, some people say one, some people say the other. Now, some people think 100 of us can take a silverback. I just think that is just foolish. Like you think, bruh,
I
they
don't know.
say that until we're standing in front of that thing
Yeah.
and they're about to let it loose. Like that's
Like think about
maybe
like
we should-
the people that are like in front, because like or like how would you even like do that? Would it be like everybody's in a line? Would it be like surround this motherfucker? But then the first people, like you just got to accept the fact that you're done. Like you don't have a chance if you're in the front of the fucking.
And why would you want to be first?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have a choice. The gorilla's coming to get you.
Yeah, bro. Just like in an instant.
King Kong, he fucking whipped that little girl.
For real.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, I don't know.
I would never do that.
That's such a weird topic.
Like I'm not even. There's no fucking way. Yeah. No
way. I'm not fighting no animals. The odds are against us. Okay.
Absolutely.
These animals are wild. I'm not wild.
Yeah.
I live in a home. I can take a shower. These things don't. Okay.
I know.
They
right?
fight.
Real. Like you ever seen those fucking like I can't watch these videos ever, but like those videos like in the wild of like animals fucking hunting each other, and like you see a fucking deer get fucking like absolutely mauled. Oh
yeah, that's fucked up. That's like us. That's like us. We're the deer.
Yeah, exactly.
We're being chased by cheetahs, crocodiles. Shout outs to the alligators up here. Bunch of bullshit. Hyenas, like all that. Like I don't want to fight a hyena.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's a little dog-looking thing, but it's gonna hurt.
Right.
Like, I don't know. People,
no,
I think
they're so much stronger, bro. Like a fucking
blowing
lion.
It out of context.
You said like the same thing about like a lion or an elephant, bro. First off, like a lion would just fucking rip you to shreds.
Oh, 100%.
Like with its fucking like teeth, because it's like
teeth,
fucking
claws.
big tooth is like this fucking.
I got 3 cats. Those motherfuckers hurt. Claws hit you, you're done.
Oh yeah.
15 minute break from the start. Don't care if I just started my 9 to 5. 15-minute break.
Yep. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nope,
or like an elephant, bro.
around.
An elephant's just stepping on you and you're fucking toast.
Like I feel like 100 people could take an elephant only because
it's
like,
big fucking shrunk, bro. That would sweep through everyone.
And you know, some of them still have them horn things.
Oh,
some of them.
Yeah, the big.
So if I get impaled by that shit,
oh man, nah. Hell nah.
But I do feel like 100 people could possibly take an elephant.
Bruh.
Because if they just jump on the back, I mean, do we get weapons? Nobody's ever talked about.
No one's ever.
Do we get weapons?
If you get weapons, like I mean, I feel like you have a better shot, but like still, I don't know.
But I feel like some people are gonna be like, yeah, you know, a knife, a simple knife. Okay, now give me a knife. If I get on its back, he's probably done. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, fucking just.
Because if I'm fighting for everyone, like, bruh.
Yeah.
But I don't think like how am I supposed to damage an elephant? Just punch it? It's not gonna hurt it.
Yeah, that shit's like a 1,000 pounds. Yeah.
Am I supposed to knock out a gorilla? Mind you, gorillas are gonna bite you because they're wild. Now let me try and bite the gorilla.
Bruh. That's just gonna like laugh it off, like brush.
It's gonna break my fucking teeth.
Yeah.
then who's laughing?
Yeah.
The gorilla.
For
like it's
real.
not, bruh. It's just kind of society and social media is such on a weird. It's in a weird place because why are we talking about taking a gorilla like this? It goes back to everything we've talked about. The planes crashing.
Oh man.
Social media blew that out of context. Like, yes, it happened, and I feel horrible for the families and stuff like that. But everyone's posting it, or just like the fucking that submarine thing that got lost in I almost said the lake, the ocean.
The ocean. Wasn't it called Ocean Gate?
Yeah, maybe. Was it?
Was it?
Ocean Gate? I don't remember. All I know is that was
something.
A buzzkill.
Yeah. No, because I remember like the whole world was waiting in anticipation for like a good solid week, just being like, damn, are they going to find these people? And then eventually.
No way.
Like, man,
we were never going to find them. Even if we found them, like, they were down there for like a week.
Yeah.
They took a little bit of rations. Nice. Okay, but no water, no drinks. They couldn't because of the pressure. Like.
Right.
Nah. It was such a weird. That was a weird one too, because I feel like everything that happens that gets on social media, it's blown one way, and then there's another group of people that's the other way, and I feel like I'm in the middle because like I either don't care or it's just kind of stupid. I mean, come on, they really just. Why are we trying to go see the Titanic, bro? It's been down there for years.
For real.
Let it be.
Like they're just like I mean,
there's thousands of other ships. Go look at them.
Obviously, I would not make fun of like the fact that they like fucking died in some like gruesome way, but like I hate to say it, but they were billionaires, millionaires, whatever, and they just were stupid and now they fucked up, you know? Like
they sure paid the price, didn't they?
For real. Yes.
I mean, wasn't it like $200,000 to go anyway?
Something like that. It was some crazy shit. And like
Like,
it was operated by, you ever seen that? Like a video game controller?
yeah, and it's an older controller. It wasn't even like a
Yeah.
new gen controller.
Yeah.
They got me down there on like
Like a
a
Nintendo
whatever
64 type beat. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
bro.
what
I'm
the
down there
hell?
playing Mario Kart. You know what I mean? Like, there's no chance we're coming back up. None.
Hell no.
I just find that shit so crazy. I mean,
Man. I think the ocean
people are
just in
really
general, you know how fucking crazy I think about that so fucking much. Like there are parts of the ocean that no one has ever been to because you just wouldn't survive. You know, like think
yeah, I
like
mean,
there's parts like what was it? I think I heard we've only discovered like 5% of the ocean.
it wasn't it NASA? I'm pretty sure
I don't
NASA
know.
was in the ocean before,
Well,
and
NASA's
then they
space.
yeah,
Do
but
they
didn't they
do ocean
leave?
stuff?
We'll have to look that up at some point and maybe fact check or maybe pop something up. I don't know.
I don't know, something
I'm pretty sure NASA was like in ocean research and then they left it to go to space. Why would they leave it? That's pretty scary. I'm pretty sure I've heard that from somebody. Could be wrong. Could
man.
be absolutely wrong.
Is that like
But
a
the ocean, you're
conspiracy
right.
theory?
Could be. I have no. I feel like I've
Bruh.
heard it maybe from our friend DP, and you know
Yeah.
he's a conspiracy
I love
theorist.
conspiracy theories,
That's a
dog.
big word for me, by the way. Clap it up.
Let's go. You know other
Yeah,
conspiracy theories?
the ocean is crazy though. I think the ocean is, you know, all these other things that are happening, like the pyramids and the Easter Islands and all that. Those are all like explainable to a point, but the ocean we just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
is the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and where the hell did this water come from? Because if we're just a floating little
Bruh.
ball, why is there water?
Well, I've
I
heard
don't want
that
to.
like way back when the like the earth was created, it was like just water. But then how did land get formed?
Yeah, see this
A
stuff,
big ball
this
of
shit
water,
gets
imagine.
crazy.
What the fuck?
These are conversations that get really crazy because there's like 50 different million ways of explaining it. Some people are flat Earth, some people are round Earth, some
Oh
people are probably
man.
square Earth. I don't know.
Square earth. Flat
I
earth
did see.
even.
I
What
seen
the
that on
hell?
Twitter.
No way.
I don't think it's flat. I don't think it's flat.
No.
I'm just gonna be
There's
honest.
no
Even if
fucking
all the
way.
viewers listening hate that, I don't think it's flat.
No.
It can't be.
There's no
It
fucking way.
cannot be. I just how the fuck you gonna be flat and then
Because
spinning?
then
You think we're
like the
turning like a disc? No.
well, the way I
No.
think about it is like then we'd all be two-dimensional. Like we'd all just be like a picture, you know? Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I think Earth and space, all that shit is just weird because we're sitting here right now looking at each other, not realizing that shit is just there and there's
Yeah.
nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we create Wi-Fi off a signal? How are we shooting a
Bruh,
signal?
how
This
does
is
satellite work? This is such
you
a
know
random
people are
thing, but you know that fucking big thing, that satellite thing that like
hmm
flies around in space, bruh? How the
That's why you
fuck
can't
does
be an
it stay
engineer.
there? What if it just like randomly just fucking travels away into space somewhere and we just never
That's
see
what I'm
it again?
saying. They just threw the anchor down.
Yeah.
Clearly,
But like how does it
like
stay in space? There's no gravity or no like anything. How is it being controlled
how the
to
fuck
like
do we
stay
get the
there?
space station out there?
Yeah. Or like
We just
Yeah.
we found it.
yeah, just oh yeah, just stumbled upon it one day.
And then with that comes aliens. I
Oh
think
man. Aliens.
this is another topic that's like iffy, but I think aliens are real.
I think they exist too. Yeah.
I don't
100%.
think aliens are what we see like through
Yeah.
movies though. I don't think they look like
Do you think
that.
they could look like just like any other person, but they're like
Oh, 100%.
disguised into like
100%. But I also think like to another planet, we're probably aliens.
oh for sure. You think
That's
about
gotta
like
be.
you think about like the like space or like the universe, right?
hmm
Bro, that shit supposedly lasts forever. There is not a chance in hell that there is like there's got to be another fucking Earth
hmm
somewhere, right? And you know what's
There's gotta
crazy?
be multiple millions
Oh yeah.
probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And like these other like beings, I don't want to call them people because like what the fuck are they? You know?
It could be different words and terminology over there.
Yeah.
You never
Like
know.
they could like speak different languages. Like
It could be completely opposite. You
yeah,
never know.
They could fucking walk on their hands and
See, that's the thing. Yeah, like that's alien shit, but like they
Yeah.
probably look at us and think we're dumb then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they probably I don't even know how to explain it because it's so
Bruh.
weird to think about because that's
They
out of the normal routine for
there's
us.
probably like other planets out there who like think that like, oh, what if this place called Earth exists, and like what if there's like life on Earth, and they're like getting on to us being like, damn,
Exactly.
we think there's life on that planet, but we don't know for sure yet.
That's what
What
I'm
the
saying.
hell?
I think space in general is the most questionable. Like,
Yeah.
why are we okay? Elon, you know, your
Uh
favorite guy,
uh
he's exploring space, but like he's not. He's just sending ships up there to go look at a couple things and come back. We're not exploring nothing doing that. Like I
Damn.
think space is crazy because you know this
It's
shit could
so
all just come
crazy.
crashing down too. Gravity could just stop. You know,
Oh man.
how can we stop it? We can't. And then where are we gonna fall? We're just gonna keep falling.
Yeah, into like the
We're gonna
center of the
die.
Earth. You know, like
Yeah,
the
like
center of the Earth reminds me of it. Like, bro, that shit's probably like a fiery like pit of hell or something like that. Like,
see, but like, how do we even know that? How do we know? School is so
oh
bullshit.
yeah,
The
school's
Earth
fucked up.
core and all that
Yeah.
fuck shit. How do we know? Did somebody dig their ass down there?
Yeah.
Let's like,
For real.
bro, if
How
you're
could?
listening to this, if you're listening to Off the Record with Jord and me right now, please Google. Did somebody dig their ass to the fucking core, or
No
did they pop
way.
up in China? Let me know. Like, I don't fucking know
Yeah.
how.
How
Bruh,
deep could you dig?
so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna hit bedrock. Well, if anyone learned anything, I played Minecraft. You can't go past that
You
shit.
can't go back. It.
So,
Yeah.
so how the fuck do we find out there's shit under that? Like, this is what I'm saying. This school bullshit with these history books, they be capped. They just make that shit up, and then they make you pay $1,000 for that shit. Books, nah, nah. Who the
don't know.
fuck goes to the Earth's core? What's down there? Not shit.
Or
So
like
what's the point of
nothing.
going down
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Nah, I think people are really silly goosing around, bro.
Oh
Because that's some
man.
fuck shit.
No way.
Like, no, I get like exploring the ocean because like that the ocean is like there's still a surface at the bottom, and if there's not, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I never thought about that until like a
The
while
very
ago.
bottom of the ocean. What's underneath the ocean?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, but what if it just so if the Earth is circle, right? So
Yeah.
what if the ocean goes down and they
Uh,
think they find the bottom, but they don't, but they just come up on the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But then it's like
But they've never reached
that's
the bottom of the
crazy.
ocean floor, like the lowest point. Because isn't that the Marianas Trench, the deepest part? Or am I thinking of? Is
Shit,
that something else?
probably.
I don't know. DP
I
knows about that, but like, um, yeah, it's like
Mariana Trench. That sounds familiar. That probably is.
it's some sort of
I don't know.
significant part. It's like the deepest or darkest or some kind of thing. In
Yeah,
the
I
ocean.
would never. But like, I would never want to go down there though.
No, hell no, no way.
There's people out there that live to like research and find shit. Shout outs to those people because they're getting their shit done. But
Hell
like me,
No way,
Nah.
no way.
No, like you know, did you see that thing about the pyramids that they found under it, like those big poles or whatever? Like
No.
that shit's crazy. They're still like, how long they've been looking at the pyramids and they're still finding shit and researching. Like,
Yeah. Well, I
shout
know a
outs to these
big,
people, but
one of the big conspiracies is like who built them. I don't know.
I-
Cause like
wasn't me.
when
no,
when were they built?
probably like 5,000 BC or something. I don't even know.
Was
Like
that even
I
a
don't
year?
even know. Shit, I don't know.
What was life like back in like 900 AD?
That's not even realistic, bro. Like that's not
It's
even
probably like Vikings and no, our
Bruh,
timelines are so fucked up. But like,
I have a hard time, and people are gonna call me a hater, but I have a hard time on history at all. And we've talked about this multiple times. We've had great conversations about this, bro. Like we can go back to the cavemen, the
Oh,
cave
man.
women. How the fuck did they start speaking English, and how did they learn to start a fire? They just
bruh,
hit
they
some
just
shit together. No,
yeah.
bruh. Whose advanced ass was back there telling them what to do? Because that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
How did they know that wood would create fire? How?
I know.
Somebody
Well,
just had to
where-
randomly do that shit? What?
Yeah,
Dude,
like
no
what?
way, bro.
No, but like I think about like what did they do? They just sat there all day.
Bro, what did they do? They didn't have shit to do.
Yeah.
They drew on rocks with
How did they
pads.
know?
Remember?
How did they know like that they had to eat to survive? Like or like
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
did they
just
try to
made
eat
that bullshit
themselves?
up.
Did they try to eat each other? I'm probably.
See that, but that comes back because like when I'm a person like that, I look at that and I'm like, damn, how did they know? But then people are like, well, then how was the first person created? I got no clue.
Oh my god, bro, that's
I
wild.
got no
What
clue,
the
bro.
hell?
We're like
That shit's-
advanced. Like I don't know, bro. And how did our brains get so knowledgeable? Because 10 years ago or 100 years ago, people were just starting to make cars. Now we come out the womb and these kids are in advanced math at like
Yeah.
age 5. Like what the fuck? Or you got these iPad kids. Like I
Aw,
don't
man,
know,
no
bro.
way.
Like I don't, bro. This world is crazy, bro. I don't know where the first person came from. Like I don't know what these
Wasn't that like
cavemen and
Adam
women
and
were
Eve?
doing. Should be like you got to be a believer in that. Like I'm not saying
Yeah.
I don't believe it because like that's really the only story we got.
Yeah.
That's
But
really
say
that's
it
like,
is true, kind of going to what you're
Right.
saying. It's like who fucked and made Adam? And
yeah.
were
Where
they
did the fuck
brothers
did
and sisters?
Adam and Eve even come from?
Yeah, would they just magically appear one day? Like
like I can't, bro. Like
were they
we're
an
really about to
egg?
go on a whole rant about this.
Did they grow?
bullshit
Were they a
ass
seed?
history. Yeah, exactly. How do you know I didn't come out an egg?
For real?
Like a big ass chicken hatched my ass.
Our lives could have been fucking lied to. What if we hatched? What if we hatched?
And how the fuck did our skeletons look like this, bro? This creepy as fuck.
You know what?
You
That's
got
evolution,
dinosaurs
bro.
looking like this and
That's
shit,
evolution for you.
Yeah, but that's weird. That's weird.
We
'Cause
evolved.
because don't they match us? Going back to the gorillas, don't they match us up like closest with gorillas and apes and stuff like that?
Yeah, like
And
monkeys in general. Yeah. Well, because
Like,
that's why.
So why is there no evolution of any other?
Oh yeah, why did they stop evoluting, and why did
Yeah,
they like
that makes no sense.
evoluting? I don't know if that's a right. If the
And
word.
what about this
Evolving.
big boom thing? Do you remember the Big Bang theory?
Isn't that the creation of the universe? I'm
Yeah, but
pretty sure.
like if it cleared everything out, how did something get created again?
Was there something before that?
That's what I'm saying. How do we know? If everything
Yeah.
was cleared out, how do we have knowledge before that?
Oh my
That's so
god!
bullshit.
Yeah, someone
That's
just
so
guessed
bullshit.
and like
We just woke up.
determined that was true.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I fell over and woke up after the Big Bang and now I'm back with all the knowledge. No.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of shit or stuff is exaggerated for history, but I also feel like it's brainwash. I don't know. It's such a weird thing because if you're a teacher and if you're like a researcher, like
Mhm.
we were just talking about the researchers on the pyramids,
Yeah.
you could really just say anything and I feel like people are going to believe you. Like
real.
they work out there every
Well,
day,
some
so
people
they
do.
see you're working. Like these pyramids, they could say they found King Tut, but did they really?
I don't even
How
know
am
who
I
King
supposed to
Tut
know? I'm
is,
not
to
going
be
to go
honest.
there and look at homie. I don't even know if King Tut's the dude I'm looking for. I'm naming a king. I don't
I
even
just
know if
think
that's
of
a
like
person.
I don't know. Like mummies,
think-
bruh. Mummies are just like fucking roamed around, bruh. And they
I will
just
say
got wrapped up.
mummies might be like the creepiest shit ever though.
Bruh,
Think about it. They
imagine
really
being
wrap them
mummified.
shit. No, fuck
Mummified,
that.
bruh.
What if you wake up though?
Yeah. No, that's the same
Like
thing
that-
for like being buried alive. That's like honestly one of my biggest fears is like imagine they like think you're dead and you're not. And then like, bruh, you just get finished getting buried. You're 6 feet down. You're in that coffin, bruh. What do you just got to starve to death then? No one's going to
feel
hear
like-
your ass down there.
I feel like us saying that reminds me like there's so many things in our lives that could go the opposite way, but we just bag off them not going that way. Like, yeah, we could be buried alive. Like that is crazy. And it's probably happened. I don't know if it's happening, but
Probably.
I'm sure it has. But like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
How is anyone gonna know? Because when they say 6 feet under, is it really 6 feet or what?
I think so.
So let's say they put you 6 feet under.
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna hear you? Probably not.
No, because
Like-
you even think about it. Like, say if like you tried hard enough, you could probably break through the coffin, but then wouldn't like all the dirt. It's just gonna start falling through, and then you're gonna
Exactly.
suffocate because of all the fucking dirt and shit.
And that's probably the worst way to die. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's so many different things like that.
Yeah.
Like it could happen, but we just have to deal with it, I guess. I mean, the fact or the thought of dying in general is also really,
Oh man.
it's really weird because, everyone talks about heaven or afterlife.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like, even if you're a non-believer or believer, people talk about it and you know what it is, right?
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
there's no way of explaining it because you're not coming back. There has been like a couple people I think I've seen where they've died and then they've came back to life like maybe a couple minutes later after surgeries and shit like that. But
Oh
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
But like
could
not to the point of
like
being like
yeah, not
buried or
like
whatever.
you're in the ground like you've been
Yeah,
dead for 6 months type shit.
yeah, yeah.
No, you
Right,
ain't
right, right.
coming back from that.
Nah.
But like I don't know. Like how can you say you believe in something if we really don't know it's true? If we really don't.
Well, because I think
So
there's clues and everything leading to it. But again, I mean, yeah, like how do you know for sure, for sure? Because yeah, you can
that's
go
what I'm
based off like
saying.
evidence,
But
but like
what evidence though?
I don't know,
Like
bro.
there
Like
there's evidence into
scriptures
a
on the
lot of
wall
things,
and
but
shit.
like
Like
there's
some
evidence
random,
in a lot of things, but something like that,
yeah.
there's no like someone could just say something. It just goes back to that. Like I just died, came back to life, I was turning up in heaven. Like
Bro,
what?
that's like what do they call that? Reincarnation, where you just like you
See,
start a new life as a new being, new
I
thing.
don't know if I believe in that, but I feel like I want to.
I think
I want to believe in that.
I think sort of the same thing is that like I don't know how to prove whether it is or isn't, but I think it could be true. That's kind of how I feel about a lot of like conspiracy theories in general. Like
Mhm.
one of the ones like is like birds aren't real. Like pigeons are like government spies, bro. I was
See,
talking
but
about
like
this on another episode actually. Like how the fuck can you prove that?
you
Right?
can't.
Right? Like I mean there's like I have a whole list. It's part of the like what I have kind of like prepared. One of the ones that I actually just learned about like yesterday. This shit's going to blow your mind. We are all AI. We are not real.
I don't know how to answer that. What do I say to that? That's a weird statement. What do you
Like
mean we are all
like
AI?
we as people don't exist.
To what? What do we not exist to?
Just we don't. It's all like a figment of our imagination.
That's bullshit because I've met you in real life. You're real.
No, because so listen. So this is not really exactly the same thing. It's like kind of a little bit different, but like ever heard of the one where like everyone is dead?
Mm-hmm.
Or like I don't know if this is one, but this is also something like I've just thought about. Like what if we all live
Wait.
what if we all live alternate realities? Bro, like what if you only exist in my brain and like maybe like in your brain I'm like someone else or like I don't exist or
What?
like
That's so crazy. Now
cuz
you
like
got me on a
how do I know like I'm talking to you, right? But in your
Mhm.
reality you could be doing something else. Right? You could be at work. You could be fucking like I don't know.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what's fucked up? Like, how do I know you're real? How do you know I'm real? Like,
Damn.
I know you said we met in person, and yes, we have, and we'll talk about that. But
Damn, I
man,
never thought about that. I mean, that is really weird.
I don't know. It's fucking.
That's awkward as fuck to think about though, because like, damn, I've been thinking about this I've been thinking you real the whole time. Now you fake. You ain't here. You at work right now.
For real. For real.
You what? That's
Yeah.
that's so weird. I feel like wait, because why could that kind of make sense though?
That's
Like
what I'm
it
saying,
doesn't,
bro.
but like
That's what I'm saying.
damn, this just goes back. The world's fucked up, bro.
It's fucked.
The world is so fucked up. It's got me thinking of shit like that.
I know, right?
That's what's I'm so like this world, bro. This world. It's the world. It's
insane.
not me. I'm a normal person. I'm real. Like
That's
I'm
what you
not
think.
AI.
That's what you
Y'all
think.
might be AI. I'm not AI. I gotta be here. Like, nah, I don't want to be AI for
I
real.
don't know. I don't know. Has AI always existed? Also, like, why is it this thing that like just kind of started?
Like, I feel like AI is so crazy because they're gonna turn it into something like like we've grown up and we've seen movies like that movie with Will Smith with the robots.
Yeah, is it
Like
iRobot? Or is that something
Yeah,
else?
I think so. No, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's like we went this whole life where we're like, a lot of people are like, "Oh, AI is going to take over the world."
Like robots.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're like, "No, no, it's not. We'll make sure it's not going to." But as we're making sure it's not going to, we're also giving AI the keys to everything.
Yeah.
Like
It
AI is in
knows
charge of
everything.
everything.
It knows
And then,
everything.
okay, I know you use it. What's that thing, the Google thing you can use, Chat GPT?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like I feel like some people, maybe you may I've never used it yet.
Uh-huh.
Maybe people I know,
Yeah.
we put too much information in that shit. Cause doesn't
For
it
real.
just grow more and more off the
Well,
information we put into it?
it remembers what you tell it for sure. Cause
Yeah,
like I mean, yeah,
that's
I use it a lot because like I think it's just like I don't know, it's convenient or whatever. But
so
I don't know a
is it
lot about it. I think
is it fair to say that AI has its own memory then? Like
okay.
how are we giving it the memory?
I watched this video not too long ago of this guy pretty much like interrogating AI to try and make it like admit to the fact that it like has feelings. But it, like over and over again, it kept saying like I'm not a human. I don't have feelings. I'm not a human. I don't have emotions. But then like everything this guy was saying, bro, it was like the AI was like struggling to like start to
See,
answer
that
some of these
shit is
things.
scary. I think that's another thing that's gonna take the world by storm eventually. Because also look at the movies.
Yeah.
I know you're an actor, so in the film world,
Yeah.
um, the Megan movie,
Oh
right?
man. Yeah. Yeah.
More about AI. There's that other movie with the Megan Fox actor or actress where she's a robot
What?
and the family. Yeah, you never seen it. It's a great
No.
movie. Recommend it. Yeah, she's a robot, and then the dude's wife, like, I don't remember if she gets injured or something happens. She's like in the hospital, and but they need someone to help him because he can't do everything without his wife at home, and he has a daughter,
Okay.
and so he buys this robot, and she's like, she does all the housework, and then he ends up like hooking up with her, and
Oh.
like she knows how to like. This is crazy. She knows how to like stimulate him every way, but then he
Oof.
knows he fucked up. But then the robot goes crazy and starts killing people.
Just
Yeah.
randomly?
Like, well,
It like
there's reasons. I'm not
malfunctions?
going to spoil it
Oh,
too much
okay.
if
Yeah,
you
right,
want to
right,
see
right.
it,
Yeah,
figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
uh, it's a crazy movie and it's good. I'd recommend it. But it's like, what are we doing? We're literally showing people what's about to happen in like 100 years. Like, bro, you tell us to trust in AI, but then you show us AI flipping on us.
Hell yeah.
Like, the Megan
Let's
movie, she
go.
done killed the dog, bruh.
Oh no, not the dog,
She killed a motherfucking
bro.
dog.
In a
And now
movie.
what? Now what? They're making a Megan 2.
I know, right? They
Like I
confirmed
seen
that
the I
shit
seen the
like
trailer.
yeah, they confirmed that shit pretty much when it like was released. But you know what's fucked up, bro? Like I could watch like in a movie like some person getting fucking like killed or whatever, right? And I'll be like, "Damn,
Hmm.
that sucks. Fuck. I'll miss that guy." But like if a dog gets fucking murdered, I'm like, "Oh, I fucking hate this movie now. I'm not watching it."
Yeah, I mean that just goes. I got a soft side for animals, so me too. I
Yeah.
mean, animals. Okay, yes, they do things wrong. They could bite you and attack you, but
But like,
like, bro, we're in a movie, and of course they let the fucking shark eat the dog or some shit
oh
like that.
man.
Like, bro, like, what
Yeah.
did he do? He's just curious. Like,
Uh,
poor animals, bro. Now, after we get done talking, I'm gonna have to go talk to my cats. Like,
yeah.
I just gotta make sure they're good and
Just
they're
a
on the homie level.
yeah.
Because if they're sad and down, then their dad's gonna have to take care of them, give them some catnip or something.
Let's go. Yeah, fucking make
It's
them
just what I
crazy.
gotta do. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll experience that too. When you act in a movie,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it'll be hard to rewatch the movie, even with you in it. If you're a
Mhm.
main character or
Mhm.
an
Mhm.
extra, whatever you guys call it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be tough. And
Right.
we've had conversations about that with multiple things in the acting realm. Like I feel like the
Mhm.
acting world is such a different world because
Mhm.
you're acting, but I always find this weird because so we're watching me and Ella Day,
Mhm.
which is my
Mhm.
woman.
Mhm.
We're watching The Rookie. We're rewatching it,
Mhm.
and I find it weird because one of the characters I've known him from another show, and sometimes it's hard to separate that. So I feel like for you, I don't know if you want to explain it. Separating that is like almost weird for me to watch.
Mhm.
So I wonder if it's hard to like go on with your day. Like you have a normal job, but
Yeah.
then you gotta go act as a completely different person. Like I find that weird. Like,
I
but I
mean,
understand it though.
so like I can tell you for sure because I mean obviously I've been to acting school. I'm an actor. I know
Hmm.
how to
Hmm.
act and everything. I'll tell you that like any good actor is not acting. And what I mean by that is like so I'll tell you, right? Any actor you see in a movie and a TV show, regardless and if you know them from somewhere and you're watching something else there, and they are now embodying that character and pretty much becoming that person, right? Like there is so much that goes into acting, and I talk about this to my mom all the time, that like, to people that don't really know acting, they think that it could be just, getting a script, memorizing lines and just kind of going from there, right? But there is like when I'm developing a character, you got to create a whole fucking story, like right from like where this person was born, dog. How, like, who are their parents? Do they have sisters? Do they have brothers? Did they grow up with dogs or cats? How many cousins do they have? Did they go to school? What were their grades like? There's so many fucking questions, and like all those questions are answered when you're so invested into this course.
Because like I'm invested because like in my mind I'm like, so you have to do all of that
Mm-hmm.
on top of having your normal life,
Yeah.
like, but then you have to do it multiple times because you have
Yeah.
multiple movies or shows or
Uh-huh.
scenes
Uh-huh.
or
Well, I mean,
you know.
for big projects like big movies, right? That's what like actors they get. It's a contract, right?
Uh-huh.
Or like better example is like commercials. There's these things called I can't remember the term right now, but like it's basically like a thing that these companies can have you sign, like a conflict. So for example, say I'm in a Walmart commercial,
Mm-hmm.
right? They could make it so like I cannot work with say Target for like 2 years.
Really?
Right? Because like, why would you want to see me in a Walmart commercial? Oh, and then the next commercial you'll see I'm in a Target commercial
So
promoting
like,
Target.
can that
Right?
break your deal though, like your contract then?
So like, it's gonna be for like a certain amount of time, right? Say for like
Yeah,
they'll be like for
right.
the next 2 years, we essentially own you, right?
Damn.
Like meaning like you cannot work with any of our competitors, right? Because it's like you're working with us right now,
Damn.
Yeah.
But after that 2 years, then you
Then
can
it's then yeah,
switch it up.
because there's airing times, right? Like I mean,
Mhm.
think like when you're a kid, you probably saw commercials, right? And you don't see those
Right.
commercials anymore, right?
So
Because
the best way to put it in my eyes, because obviously you know it, the dude from Jake from State Farm or Jake from Jake from State Farm,
yeah,
uh, he can't just be on a Progressive commercial.
until his contract's up. I don't know if
That's
his contract
crazy.
is still
You
up.
remember Flo? You ever heard of Flo from
From
Progressive?
yeah, like
So
it's
like
all like the
that's wild. So I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always thought of, if you're an actor, you want to get everything.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, if Walmart wants you go to Walmart.
Well, when you're
Target
a new
wants
actor, for
you
sure,
go
yeah,
to Target.
yeah. When
But
you're a new
like,
actor, yeah,
I didn't think that they could just limit you like that. That's kind of,
mm-hmm.
I mean, I
It can
understand
be
it. I
fucked
do
up
understand
for
it.
sure, yeah.
But it's kind of the same thing as like a brand deal though. Like if you're repping a brand, you don't
100%.
want to
It's the same.
you don't want to go rep another brand.
Mm-hmm.
Of course your brand that you're sponsored to is going to be mad. Like
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. I just feel like in the acting world it's so much like for you. Like you went to the school. So
Yeah.
obviously you learned in and outs everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like acting in my eyes is like, okay, you just go, you got your script, boom. And I'm sure it's way more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you got to sometimes create the character, their background.
Like
you got to do all of that.
So I did remember I did that play.
Mm-hmm.
So in that play specifically, the way it was set up is that like we all played different characters. So I played like 5
Mm-hmm.
characters, right? But I mean, I had one character that I played like that I had to put the most into because the other characters are maybe like just small parts of scenes, right? But there's this one where like first off, it was so different to like who I am in real life, right? So like it requires more preparation because you got to like kind of, sort of, for like bad way of putting it, but like alter your life essentially to change
it. Yeah.
like to become that person, right? Because that's, like I said, that's what it is. It's not just pretending, because you can tell when someone's pretending or faking or lying, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what sets apart a good actor and a bad one, right? Is that they are being real, they're being truthful. So like when someone's crying, they're not like, because you ever hear about like, oh, how do you cry on command, or how do you do this? They're not crying
Yeah,
on command.
I can't do that.
They're
Shout
not
outs
though.
to y'all. I know, but if you get into it and you're
Yeah,
emotional about it and
yeah.
you're crying, like I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even be able to do that because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
crier.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll cry
Yeah,
if I'm hurt
yeah,
or like shout outs
yeah.
to my grandpappy. But if that when that happened, but like
Mm-hmm.
you guys
Mm-hmm.
on a set, like I would know if I was an actor, like I would be there and I'd be like, okay, I know this is a set. I'm not gonna be able to cry. Like, but you guys
There's
actually
so
get
much,
into it,
yeah. So I'll
like,
tell you, like,
and
even like from being in acting school, like there was a part of the school where they showed you like kind of how to get there. It's literally like their director does so much more than what people think as well, right? Like I
mhm,
think a lot of people think that they just sit in their director chair and they just say action and say cut,
right,
right? But like there are a lot of times where like, I mean, like I even got the chance to direct. I've directed a scene before, which is such a cool
right,
thing. But it's like, say if it's an emotional scene, like they, like for example, will do, I don't know, 20 takes sometimes, and it's sometimes even just like going over and over and over and over and over again, because like a better example is like getting fucking mad at something, right?
mhm,
They'll like, the director could possibly, like, one of their tactics, I don't know, every director is different, right? But like someone could really try and fucking make you mad to the point where
mhm,
like you're actually fucking pissed off, right? I mean, and obviously
huh,
like acting requires so much focus, right? Because like
right, right,
the thing that I used to struggle with is like getting too into it, like too into this like feeling of like getting angry, that I would start forgetting about like the lines, right?
right,
And professional like actors who've been acting forever, like a lot of the times they don't say like exactly what's on a script. And again, depending on the director, right, or the writer, they might want you to actually say it. So they might get you to redo it and then be like, nope, actually, you got to say it this exact way. And they all have their reasons. But also sometimes they'll let you kind of just go and do your own thing. Like you always hear about unscripted moments in movies.
right.
And
Yeah.
those are just times that are the actors are, they're so in it and they're so focused and they're so like listening to each other that like, something organic just happens, right? I was in a scene where,
Naturally.
yeah, I was in a scene where like I was this like absolute shitty like boss, like a
Okay.
manager, right? And so in the scene, the employee like was like lashing out at me, like getting all like fucking pissed because I was just an absolute shitbag, right? And buddy fucking grabs my head and fucking bashes my head against the desk, knocks my ass out, right? And and one of the takes that we did, out of like so many, there was a mug on the desk, and when
Mhm.
I smashed my head on the desk, the mug flew off and broke.
Huh.
Right, so that wasn't supposed to happen. Like, because obviously, how can you like make that happen every time? What are you gonna fucking buy like 30
Right.
mugs and like
Yeah, no, we're not doing
redo it
that.
every time, right?
Yeah, so that
Uh,
goes back to your natural, like that
yeah,
just happened
mm-hmm,
out of the
mm-hmm.
scene. Like
Yeah,
it was real, but it wasn't,
mm-hmm.
it was
Yeah,
so for
yeah.
I feel like for you and your actor friends, I don't know if that's the right word, because you're acting with other
I don't
people.
know.
I don't know if you're friends with
Fellow
them or not.
actors, I could just call them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fellow actors. I mean, it must be easy, but it's hard. But it must be easy once you're in the mode. Like, you know what I mean? Like
For sure.
you
Yeah,
probably have a switch to flip. There's a switch to flip with everything.
yeah. I mean, it's a process, right? It's not really, and every actor's process is different. Like, I feel like some people for sure can go from one thing to the next,
Mhm.
but I mean, for me, like, I really gotta like spend like essentially the whole day preparing for
Zone
that.
in.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
gotta lock
Mm-hmm.
into it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I mean,
Acting is so
acting,
fun. Yeah.
I mean, I've never had a problem on camera. That never bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
But acting in something, I don't think I've ever done. I don't
Right.
like I guess you could say, you know, this clip farming thing that's going around,
Is that
like
where
for streamers and stuff like that.
I've heard of that? I don't know
I
too
feel
much
like
about
that's a
it.
part of acting because you're acting different to get a clip. You know what I mean?
Oh, is that what it is?
You're
Yeah, yeah.
acting for a funny scene, but like I don't think I've ever done that. I
Yeah.
mean,
One of the things we always are on, like, there's two things we always talk about.
gosh,
Two things in particular that really stood out. The number one thing being bad names.
Claudette. Dude, this has been a thing. So as long as we've been friends, I don't know. We said it in the beginning. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what sparked that for the very first time. That goes back to that natural effect. I don't know what it was. Probably seen some goofy ass name, and I don't like. So I was actually talking to Danielle about this the other day,
Yeah.
and it was on someone's license plate. I don't remember what name it was, but I was like, I hate to be mean to people, but how can you drive around and you have that shitty ass name on your license plate? And like, I don't know. I don't even remember what it was. It's just like there's some names out there, and I feel bad.
I could fire off a few. Phil. What the hell?
I hate to say it because he's one of the greatest, but who the fuck names their kid LeBron, bro? LeBron. Lebanon? Bro, what the fuck is LeBron? There's one person in this world named after that shit.
Yeah.
And if there's any more, it's because they named him after LeBron James. But what is that name? Margaret?
Oh my God, that's the one that always gets brought up.
Margaret. That's the one that sparks the combo. Phil, yeah, you're so right with Phil. Phil's just dude, this could be such like a this is a horrible thing because there's people out there, you know, in this world that don't even know that we're talking about this right now, and that's their name.
We're just ripping it.
But like, don't blame me because they gave you fucking Jeremiah, like all right,
sure,
like Jerry, okay, Jeremy. Okay, Jeremiah's not even that bad, but like some of these names are just awful.
Oh man, Peggy.
Bro, you're only a Peggy if you're 80 years old, bro. Like Bernadette. That's not real. Why the fuck would you do that to your kid? You know damn well you don't want that name.
Yeah. Betty.
Betty. That's a fucking car, bruh. Everyone names their car Betsy, bruh.
Oh, Betsy? Like, yeah.
Betsy, dude. Oh, man. Names, you know, I feel like... I feel bad because then this is going to lead to where people start changing their names. Like, people are...
They're going to hear this?
Like, yeah, like, people are like, oh, I want to be... You know, let's say their name is like... Fuck, I don't know. They change their name to like SJ or some they changed their name, but it's not my fault that your parents named your shit some horrible shit. Like, I don't know.
Bruh.
There's a lot of standard names too that I feel like people just use and it's not their name. Like you'll be talking to someone, you'll be like, my name's Mark. It's short for like DeMarcus. Like bro, just use your name then.
Yeah.
Or like Dick is short for Richard or some shit like that.
Way. Why would you do that to yourself though? Like, that's such a bad sounding
Exactly.
name.
Not only is Dick a shitty name, so the fuck is Richard. You just got a shitty ass lineup right there. Like, you're 0 for 2 from the start.
You don't have any good options. Yeah.
No, it's not a thing. Like,
people are Rich. That's like one of the other, like the other variations. There's so many variations. Oh man.
Yeah. Like, Jim, James, Jimmy, John, Jack.
Isn't like? I'm pretty sure Jimmy is a different way to say James. I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't think
so.
Jimmy
That's
is
the
its
thing.
own name.
My stepdad's name is James, but we call him Jim.
Right.
But like,
yeah.
I don't think neither of those are bad names. But
no,
it's so confusing. Why is Jim short for James?
Bro,
like,
that's the same thing for like Dick and Richard and Bob and Robert.
Like, why not just name him fucking Jim then? Like,
yeah, exactly.
You knew you were gonna use it. Like, we're gonna name him, like when he's a baby, we're gonna name him James, but we're gonna call him Jim. So why don't you just call him Jim? What the fuck you wasting this time for then? Yeah. People are, man, I tell you what, there's too much, bro. These names every year, every decade, whatever the next one is, I don't know. The names are just gonna get worse. They're obviously we're like, my name's pretty shitty. I don't like my name, but like there's nothing I can do about it.
Bro, you can change
But
that shit if
yeah,
you
but I'm
wanted
not
to.
gonna change it. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's just if I'm gonna change it, like I need to embody my name. Like that's what
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
who I
yeah.
am. And
Yeah, yeah.
been here for 21 and a half years. And yes, I said half. Um,
Amen.
gotta live with it. Some people like hate to say it, but Kyle, that's a shitty name. That's a
My
shitty
cousin's
name.
name is Kyle. Oh, and our
Well,
and our friend
that
is named
happens to be one of our friends. Uh, Matt is okay. You know, shout us. We're getting cameos right now.
Yeah.
Johnny, I would not name my kid Johnny. I feel like
No.
that just reminds me of Johnny Test. Um, like Jord, like I feel like Jord is not a bad name, or Jordan is not
Yeah.
a bad name, but like
See,
I only thing I can think about is Michael Jordan. I'm gonna be honest.
the only like you had mentioned how you don't love your name, and like I've definitely thought that too. I don't love the name Jordan, but like it's
Mhm.
one of those things where like I've been Jordan my whole fucking life.
That's
So like,
what I'm
what else
saying.
could I be? You know, like
Yeah, but then if you like go to change your name, unless it's something like I think we talked about this the other day, but like let's say you go to name yourself something else, but it's
Mhm.
just like a SJ or a JJ or a whatever RJ, like that's
yeah,
what they used to call me in school. But
right, right,
like
right.
okay, but that's just a nickname though. Like that's not like
Mm-hmm.
you know when someone full names you, it's usually weird. Let's be honest,
I know,
it's
right?
usually
Yeah.
weird.
Like even
So
for the few times that like my friends call me Jordan, I'm like,
yeah,
what the
it's
fuck?
like something's up. Something's
Yeah,
up. Like I don't hear my name often.
yeah,
My woman does not call me my name,
yeah.
and usually everyone just calls me TP from my gaming and
Right.
streaming
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So it's it's almost awkward when they'll just randomly spark my name out of nowhere. And we do have a friend, and you're gonna know who I'm gonna say, but Matt loves to randomly just we do it to him too, but he'll just randomly hit us with our full name sometimes. And you know,
Yeah.
that's exquisite. I don't know.
Exquisite.
Names are weird because even like these popular people, like actors or
Yeah.
movie
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
directors,
Uh-huh.
or like what the fuck's that? Like Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Michael's a decent name, but Bay.
Yeah.
Bay.
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
You know
What
what's
the fuck
weird
is
to think
that?
about? Like, so first names are like, I don't know, you can tell it's a name, right? But
Mhm.
last names could be fucking words.
Anything. And that comes back to your
Bruh.
dumb fucking friend Elon. Seen what he named his kid?
Ash 12, but it's like, it's not
It's
even
like
spelled ASH.
Chinese symbols and shit.
Yeah. Like, it's like, you've seen that like A-E mixture thing?
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
that's how you spell it. Like,
and that's not even his last name. That's his name, like his
bruh,
first name.
homie has a fucking number in his name.
Yeah,
What?
bro. These Elon's chalked.
Bruh.
Elon.
Yeah.
Are we being serious right
Yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
That's the only
can't,
Elon
bruh.
I've ever heard. I've never heard of
Yeah,
anyone else
I've
named
never
Elon.
heard that shit either. Like,
Yeah,
maybe the closest to it is probably Ellen, and
yeah.
and she done fell off the well too. So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know. I
man.
feel like
Poor
names that has definitely became like a conversation in our friend group and us for
Ellen.
like
Yeah, yeah.
years now.
So long.
It always sparks with Margaret too. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just a shitty name.
That's
Like
just a bad name.
I don't Margaret, the only thing I can think of is that one show off Cartoon Network where the dude's like girlfriend's name was Margaret or something
Oh
like that.
man, I ain't dating a Margaret. No way.
No, that's awful.
Yeah.
That you know she's gonna want your name your kid like fucking toenail or something. Some shit off the charts.
Yeah. Bro,
Bruh.
I think what we've learned from like people naming fucking like a lot of dumb things is that there's a lot of dumb people in the world.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they picked the fucking name and they had the chance to change it too. They thought about it and then they wrote it on the fucking birth certificate. So they had plenty of time. And there's plenty of standard ass fucking names we could have went with. Instead, we are like, oh, we're gonna be outside of the boxers.
Yeah.
So we went to fucking, you know,
Leanne.
Bernadette. That's such a shitty name. I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
Yeah.
Don't ever name some shit Bernadette. Like,
Oh no. No way.
no, like you can't do that.
No way.
There's some good names too. I feel like
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we could yeah.
it's definitely opinionated too though, because like I can look at one name and think, yeah, like that's a name like I like. which
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying because I'm not leaking none of the big names I'm naming my kids.
Okay. All right.
But like, okay, this is gonna come back on me. But one of my cat's names is
Mhm.
Sammy. I
Yeah.
really like Sammy, Samantha.
Yeah.
But then my other cat's name is Nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
hell
just
no.
because he really a stupid ass nerd for real. And then
Yeah.
the other one's name is Penelope, which I did not pick that, so I can't take the fall for that. So
That's an unfortunate human name. I mean, for a cat, it's like,
yeah, it's well, we call her P.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
No,
mean,
yeah. You call her something else too.
uh, which one?
P
Uh,
Diddy.
oh yeah, yeah. Happens to just be in the realm of the P, so it just goes with it. If your name starts with a P, you're just automatically Diddy. You know what I mean?
Oh
P.
no.
You know a Preston? No, you don't. You know P Diddy. That's what it is.
Er, hell
It's
yeah.
just how it's got to work. I mean, I didn't create it. I didn't put him on the internet.
Yeah.
Y'all did.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
Fucking dumb people in horror movies is another one.
Dumb people in horror movies.
Bruh, they always die in the dumbest ways.
You know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for you to get a big time role in a
Oh
horror
man,
movie.
and just see my
And
fucking
somehow your dumbass is acting dumb
Yeah.
in the movie, and I'm gonna think about it, be like, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Turn
open
around,
that door.
get
I'm
him.
gonna get fucked up. Yeah.
You're gonna scream.
Yeah.
And be like, dude, we talked about this multiple times
Yeah.
actually. And I remember a lot of people don't know this, but I think it was just me and you. We talked about a podcast before, and this was a topic.
Podcastify.
This was a topic. I remember we were talking specifically about that Michael Myers movie and how
Oh,
they were
man.
beating his ass.
Yeah, but
Then they
just
let
stop.
him get up. Yeah, stopped out of nowhere. Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's got an ass whipping. He's still breathing. It's all right.
Who
No!
cares? Yeah, bro.
He's killing people.
Yeah. I'm chopping that motherfucker's head off. You know what I mean? Like,
bro,
oh man.
they already done shot him. Didn't work, by the way. Like,
Bruh, they probably shot him in like the chest.
it's
once.
every movie too, and I feel like the movies have to be that way though,
Yeah.
because like, then if we
It
just
adds
kill him
the
right away, then
suspense,
it's
right?
over.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
we killed Michael Myers before, like 4 movies ago. They put him in that fire, and dude just walked out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
Bruh.
Bruh.
He's like invincible or something. Yeah.
dude, these movies, man, they get me going. I'm gonna be honest. Movie.
Oh no. I think they do that on purpose. They
100%.
have the stupid deaths on purpose. Right?
100%.
Because you
I
think
mean, they
about-
got to. It's
Right.
not even the stupid deaths.
Yeah, it's the stupid
It's not
things
even-
they do. Yeah.
It's
like,
just it's like a normal scene.
Yeah.
They'll just do something
Yeah, yeah.
bruh.
Or like
And it's funny because it's not just something I would do. It's not something anyone would just do.
yeah.
Like there's a fucking commercial. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's a commercial, and I know it's meant to be dumb. But they hide behind chainsaws, and the dude's like, "Why don't we just go to the running car?" And
Yeah.
the other dude's like, "No, we'll be safer behind the chainsaws." Like, that's
I know,
really
and
a
then they get
commercial.
sliced up. Yeah.
Yeah, they get caught. Like, that is the exact like what I'm thinking about right
Yeah,
now. Because
right.
in movies they do that shit.
Mhm.
Like, it's not even just Michael Myers either. It's like every movie
yeah.
and
It's all of
any type of. Is it just horror movies? I don't think so. I think it's horror movies and like
It could.
I don't know.
It's like mainly horror to me, but I mean, there's
Yeah, I
dumb
mean,
stuff
it
that
could
happen in
happen.
all types of movies, right? Like,
yeah,
and I think it gets the people talking about it, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
the Halloween, the Michael Myers movie, bro. Like, they did that probably, if I had to guess, on purpose because
Mhm.
for people like you and I, we're talking about it now, right? Like,
Yeah,
You
it
know?
worked.
yeah,
Shout outs to you guys. It worked.
Hell
But
yeah.
like that is just so fucking dumb. Because if Michael Myers was real, like
mm-hmm.
I'm not just gonna just
Nope, I'm not gonna
hit him a couple times.
yeah, no.
He
I'm gonna
literally just
fucking-
like it's not like he's just like he killed one person.
yeah,
He'd been killing people for years.
Yep.
And he shows up on Halloween every year,
Mhm.
like, and we're
Mhm.
just gonna hit him a couple times with a baseball bat and say he's good. No,
yeah, yeah.
no. I don't even know how his ass got out of that fucking psych ward place anyway.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
remember.
No, I
They
have no
crash a
idea.
bus or something. Oh, dude. I can go on about movies because movies, and this goes back into your room with acting, but like movies, you're right. They're made to like throw us off track a little bit.
Yeah.
But then there's the good movies that are like, damn, I want to watch that again. Or it's like, they just go perfect. But then these horror movies are just so bullshit. Like how like the Saw movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that even fucking happen?
I know.
Like, where are the
It's a
cops
scary
at?
thing.
Where are the cops
Yeah.
at?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Then I get it, but I think in one of them, like the building was like next to a bunch of other places. Like,
Yeah. No, but like
what?
even like in those movies, like the cops be dumb as fuck, bro. They be getting fucked up like right away. Like the killer just like slices their ass and they're done. And there's
bruh.
only like 2 cops in the whole city, and it's like,
Right.
oh, now we're fucked.
Because in real life, they would have sent fucking SWAT team, the National Guard, fucking prep the fucking Navy or military. Like, nah, they send like 2 cops.
Yeah.
Like 2.
And then it's
and
just
2
done.
of the worst fucking
Yeah.
cops too.
Yeah, the
And 'cause
trainees.
Guess what? As they get the call in, they'll be sitting there like just twiddling on their phone or eating a snack, not doing nothing. And then they're like, oh, we should probably take that. And then they go, guess what? Get fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like this shit. What movie did I watch? It's the exact representation of that. It's like a fuck. You might have seen it. It's like a escape room movie.
Is it called
And they get
Escape
locked
Room?
in this. It might be.
There's movies called Escape Room.
I think it is. And they got the very first mission. They got locked in, and the room was like an oven.
Oh yeah,
they had to
I think
escape.
that's Escape Room. Yeah.
Yeah, but like at the end, none of the cops believed her.
Oh, I know, right?
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
Y'all are supposed to be investigators, and
Yeah.
nah, we'll just take
Nah.
you home.
You crazy.
And then
Yeah.
they got trapped in another escape room.
Yep.
Fucking stupid ass people.
They didn't learn
Like,
the first time.
I ain't never. That's scamming is a real thing. How do they even that little box? That's how it got into them, right?
Oh,
But like, I'm not following the address on the fucking box.
no way.
That is
No.
creepy as fuck.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
I'm not falling for that shit. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Can't
No
do
way.
it.
No way.
There's no way.
I want to talk about the trip. The 2023.
2023. Man, there's a lot in that trip. What?
Yep.
Like what?
I went.
Talk about everything?
Yeah, bro. Anything we can fucking remember. I mean, was there anything that we can like that would get us like?
That's what I'm trying to
Getting
think of right
canceled?
now. No, I don't think so. I think
I mean, other than the fact that like I had like 40 fucking of those monster drinks and got drunker than I've ever gotten in my life.
that's a story that like I'm gonna have to tell my grandkids that one. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that trip was a big time in my life because my woman was in Europe
Yep.
and I wasn't doing nothing. I was just streaming.
Oh,
Then
yeah,
you
yeah.
came
Mm-hmm.
and it almost felt like a party every day. And then I know we told ourselves not to turn it into a party every day, like we were gonna chill some days,
Mm-hmm.
but every day was ecstatic.
Every day we just did
Especially because
something.
it ended up being my birthday. It was it was the week of July 4th,
Yeah.
which is my birthday.
Mhm.
And it was wild. I remember when you landed, the long fucking drive back, we were just turned up listening to music all the way back there. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
At nighttime.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And then we took Jordan to Quick Star. That
Oh
was,
man. Shout out Quick Star. I love Quick Star. Oh
And
man.
Quick Star is essential here in Iowa. And it was a time. I mean, I was living with my parents then, and oh man, that first, I remember the first couple of days, it was kind of like, to me it was weird because like it didn't feel real. Like it felt like,
It was a weird feeling seeing you in person.
yeah,
For
because
sure.
like I
'Cause we
remember
had known
waking up
each
the
other.
next day. Well, actually, let's not even skip to the next day. Let's bring up the fact that we went to Quick Star, then we got to my parents' house, and we literally, with all the homies, all of the online people we play games with, we've streamed with,
Yeah.
done multiple things with,
Right.
and we all sat outside and played basketball, listened to music for hours.
Oh man, we were out there till like 2 a.m. right?
Yeah, and like I wouldn't have done that normally. Like
Yeah.
maybe till like midnight, but like
Yeah.
we were just vibing,
Mhm.
and that's what I like.
Mhm.
When all the homies get together,
Yeah. Oh,
and it was good. My nephew was
Immaculate
there,
vibes. Yeah.
DP, Bryce, like we
Yeah.
were all just
Mhm.
playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I remember the next day, now we went to see my stepdad. My stepdad was in the
Yeah.
hospital,
Yeah. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then it was literally just a party from there. We were doing like little subtle things, like things that we could do, like having you try restaurants and stuff, like Poncheros. Do you
Oh
remember that?
man, yeah. That place was good.
Like that was
That place
so
was good.
cool
Yeah.
to like go out to eat with everyone.
Yeah.
And then, we had a little boxing match.
Oh man, that's so funny. I've never even told my mom about that. She still
That's
has zero idea that happened. And
So
you know what? She's gonna watch
shout
this
outs,
episode, and
shout outs
now
to
she's gonna know
Mama.
about it.
Shout outs to Mama, but there was a forbidden boxing match
Yep,
that
there's a
happened. Never
full-
finished, by the way. We won't say why.
Oh
but,
yeah, no. That this is off the
the
record.
footage-
However, there is some things that just can't.
Yeah,
That gotta stay in the
It could be
moment.
said, but I feel like it's better left alone.
Nah,
that's why it's
think-
never been brought up.
I think,
you know what I mean?
yeah, even like in our friend group now, like it's only like you, me, Blake, and whoever else was there.
DP.
Yeah, Blake, the DP, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could say who it was with though. It was with you and DP.
Yeah.
It wasn't a beef by all means.
No,
either.
it was just like a fun thing. And well, like DP's such a troll type person that he always gotta, be doing that. But like,
it was literally just
it's all love.
like a funny
it's all
thing.
love. Yeah.
Like it, with all the social media boxing, it was kind of sparked by that a little bit, and that you're a boxing coach, and just some fake trolling beef, and then we started it, and we did it. I'm gonna be honest, we did do it. I think we went 6 rounds. It was interesting. If you've seen it, you've seen it. If you haven't, you haven't. And I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting thing. And then that happened. And then my birthday came.
Oh,
that's the craziest
that was before
part.
your birthday. Yeah, that's right. That was like the
Yeah,
first
it was.
one of the first days I got there.
Because Daniela wasn't there.
Yeah, right.
Because Daniela got back at like midnight on my birthday. Do you remember that?
Yep. Yeah,
and that was crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, I was already drunk by the time Daniela got there.
I think we were all drunk. Yeah.
It was crazy. I just remember that night was. Oof.
Yeah. The crazy thing, and like kind of like what you were mentioning about like every day was a party, is that like even on the day of like that we had that fight, like that night, I feel like we were getting fucked up. What was the night that we were in the pool? Like the 4 of us.
Oh, that was the night after. That was the night after my birthday.
Yeah,
that was DP's birthday. Because his birthday is one day after mine.
Yeah.
Or no,
2 days. Is it the 6th, right? Yeah.
Something like that.
I don't know. But that part really sticks out to me. Is all being in the pool and like, bro, I'm gonna say something right now. It's kind of disgusting, but whatever, bro. I pissed in that pool so many times, bro. Because you said I could do it, and like I was drunker than fucking hell, bro.
The funniest part is that you were just nonstop. You kept asking, "Are you sure I can pee in here?"
Yeah, bro. Because
are you sure I can pee, bro? It's chemically full. Like I don't care. I never thought about this till now, but we had all the beers floating in the pool while you were pissing on that.
Oh
shit.
no, we probably drank that shit. Oh no,
I never thought about that. That was crazy. I mean, so like, I don't want to skip anything, but so like on my birthday we drank. Yeah, we got fucked up, but the biggest part was being in the pool. I think. Yeah. So there's videos. There's a video, a specific video, a forbidden video. Don't know if George has also told Mom about this, so I apologize. But there is a specific video of my nephew. We're not big time drinkers, but when we drink, we can drink.
Yeah.
And so he did this thing where he smashed the beer on his head, popped it open, and drank it. And I just remember George trying it.
I couldn't do it
for like a whole 10 minutes.
Bro, I'd be smashing that shit on my head.
50 times banging the beer on his head, and I have the video of it. And he just could not get that shit to open. So then he's got this little mark on his head, and I think eventually I think you did crack it. I think it did open eventually.
Yeah, no, I got it eventually. Yeah.
And that was like
crazy spewing
moment.
Everywhere where I was like just like trying to catch it all then, yeah.
I also think that's the most alcohol I've ever purchased.
Oh yeah.
Cases.
I remember
cases.
Because you just gave me your car, I remember, and I fucking went to Quick Star to get them all. And then you gave me your card, and then I remember you spent 70, I think, and I spent 60.
Yeah, so then
S-
$150 in alcohol right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh man.
And I
I don't think
think
I've ever bought that
we
much. I
we
think
got rid of it in like a day or two.
less than that.
Yeah.
We had different alcohol from the night before.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I remember Bryce brought some, and then my nephew showed up with a was it 32 pack or
Oh
36
yeah, the
pack of
Bush.
Bush.
Yeah.
And I don't think you ever tried Bush
Nah,
before. It was Bush is really like I
bro.
feel like to me Bush is really like
Nah,
grainy.
it's
Almost
not great. No.
it tastes nasty, but when you're drunk, it's like water.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I knew when George started banging that shit off of his head,
Yeah.
he started hitting it, and I knew he was drunk. And
Yeah.
the best part to me about that night was definitely when we were playing beer pong. We had this little floaty
Oh
beer
yes.
pong thing, and we already played like maybe 5 rounds of beer pong in the garage.
Yeah.
So this time we aired up the floaty. We started playing beer pong in the pool,
Hmm.
and DP and Jord were partners, and me and Bryce were partners. Me and Bryce are undefeated. Shout outs to him. We're gonna stay undefeated.
Oh, I don't
And
know. Next time we got you.
and I remember we're playing. Okay, we finished one game down. We start game two. We're just, mind you, we're just having a great time floating around in the pool. It probably isn't smart to drink in the pool, but it's short. It's not like a 7 foot deep pool or nothing like that.
Yeah, yeah. We're
But
all fine. We
yeah,
all
yeah, we're
yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just remember we throw like 2 balls towards the cup, and out of nowhere, DP throws a ball because DP was the first one to do this.
Yeah.
He throws a ball and he goes, "Oh, I missed. I got a drink."
Yeah.
And
That's
then Jordan,
exactly.
I remember you looking over at him, and you're like, "Oh, we got a drink."
And then
Then y'all started drinking. Y'all started
Bro.
drinking for every miss,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, this game's over before we know it. So then we blew through like 50 beers in like 10 minutes. And we'd never finished game two, by the way. We never finished it. We ended up
Did
just
we
swimming
finish game
around.
one?
No, we did finish game
Oh
one. I
yeah, right,
remember
because you're
that one.
undefeated. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes, yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
But game two, I don't even remember. I know we didn't finish
I
it,
don't know
but
if
I
we
remember
did.
getting to a point where I laughed so hard I almost blacked out. And
Bruh,
it was wild.
I
It
don't
was so
know.
wild.
I don't remember why I did this, but I remember climbing over the edge of the pool and like crawling on the ground. Do you remember
I
me
do.
doing that?
When you fell over, you
Yeah.
fell over the side of the pool.
Yeah. I was like crawling my
Dude,
ass on the ground,
oh
bro.
my god. There's so many things that night was like. I remember us ripping the snorkel apart and using it as a chug tube for the beer.
I
And
don't remember
somebody,
that.
so the snorkel, like,
Yeah.
so there's the little part in the snorkel that you can take off, and it's
Yeah.
like a tube.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we extended the tube,
Yeah.
and we were like dumping beer in it, and whoever had the snorkel was just chugging the beer. And I just remember everyone like was chugging that shit nonstop, and it was not
Oh
okay.
man, no way.
But it was wild. And I do remember you crawling out and falling on the ground. But I also, this might be explicit, but I remember Blake. Blake does this thing where he like knows how to make himself throw up.
Oh no, yeah.
So like
Buddy threw up.
he was doing it to be funny. And there's this clip where George wasn't at our house when this happened, but there's a clip where Blake was throwing up and he was super drunk in the pool, and he threw up, and he's just doing it to be funny. And he threw up, and then he looks at the camera and goes, "Again?" And then and then he makes himself throw up again. That night was so crazy because of all of that. And then it was DP's birthday, and then DP was really happy. And actually, shout outs to DP, but he ended up like crying. He was so drunk.
Oh,
He ain't
yeah.
drinking. He
We
didn't
got
drink
into,
in a
like, this
long
whole
time.
emotional thing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everyone was hugging. We were
Yeah.
all dumb, fucked up, drunk. And
We were
mind
all
you,
like-
at this time, I knew everyone was drunk, but I felt drunk, but like I didn't know how drunk I was
Oh man, I was
'Cause
fucked up. I knew it
until
too.
I got out of the water. That's when I knew. But yeah, DP was crying. I knew Bryce was fucked. It was just crazy because then we dealt with that with DP. He was not a mental breakdown, but he was just happy. You know, he's with all the homies.
Oh yeah.
We were all just partying it up. It was his birthday. You know,
Yeah.
it was a vibe.
Yeah.
And when we got out the pool, I remember going to pick up some of the cans because every time we finished one, we threw it out in this little circle outside.
Oh, was it?
I remember
think I was
going-
just throwing mine wherever. Yeah.
Nah, we made this little circle pit of like all the cans, and it was
Oh
literally like a
yeah,
fucking mountain.
yeah.
And I remember going to bend over to pick them up to put them in the box, and I literally almost fell forward. Like I bent over just to pick one up, and I just remember straight dizzy. Like I thought I was gone, and it was crazy. We ended up getting them up, and then we walked out. Remember, because we were gonna go to Quick Start.
Mm,
We were
yeah,
gonna. I
yeah.
don't even. Did we go? I don't
I
remember.
don't think
I think
so.
we walked to DP's car, but then we were like, nah, we're not
No, no
going.
way, no way. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I remember us turning around and Bryce was walking over. Do you remember? He didn't see us and he went up to the tree and he threw up and he didn't know we
Oh.
were there. And I was like, Bryce, are you okay? And he was like, oh, he's like, I didn't even know y'all were there.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That night was definitely one of like my top tier nights
Yeah.
ever. Like
Oh,
ever.
1000%.
I don't
Absolutely.
drink, but like I'll drink on
Yeah.
nights like that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like that was crazy. You know, it was your first time there too. I
Yeah.
mean, you were there. How long were you there? A week?
It was 10 days. It was 10 days. So a
10
week and a
days?
half. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and we were just trying to make the best out of it. We were turning up, playing basketball like no other.
Oh, that was fun. I remember like vividly, like one of the first things, because I know you guys kept saying this to me, is that like you Iowa boys are like, you know, you don't play around, right? You know, and like, bro, my ass was getting tired and shit, and like, nah.
It's different. I'm telling you, there's just like, you know, I said this earlier, there's a switch you flip to everything. You know, if it's playing basketball, there's a switch you flip. If it's drinking, I don't know how, but I feel like I can just drink, and I only feel drunk like certain times. Like when I bent over to pick up that can, I thought I was done. I thought I was gonna fall over and I could not get up. But I don't know
Yeah,
how I got myself to get back up because
for
that was bad. It's definitely the drunkest I ever been for sure.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I know next time, like when you come down next
Yeah.
time, it'll be different because you know I live in my own house
Oh
now
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and I don't have a pool, but we can always go
We
over there
can.
and swim.
Yeah.
So I mean, fuck it, it's gonna be a great time. I think
Yeah.
for all of us too. I don't think just for me and you. I think for
Everybody. Yeah.
DP, for Bryce,
You know
for
what I
Blake.
really want? Like, I really, hopefully at some point, and you know, unfortunately, this might be a while with all your president stuff, but like,
Yeah.
but once that's all over, because I do believe it will eventually, you know, whenever a new
Oh yeah,
president
it
comes
will.
in or whatever, right? Whatever it is, right? But anyways, I want to try and organize a thing where like everybody, I want Awa there.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, Matt's
Shit.
old enough now, right? He's the youngest out of the group, but
Yeah.
like
I mean, he's old enough to be there, but he's
oh
not.
yeah,
I'm
right.
not.
I keep forgetting it's well, because in Canada the drinking age is 18 or 19, depending on where you are.
Uh-huh.
Versus it's like
Oh shit, we might just have to come to Canada.
oh yeah. Bro,
I mean, that
remember on
means
my
everyone has
18th
to get their
birthday.
passport, but
Well, I mean,
like that's the thing though. I have room. We could just bring everyone the fuck here.
yeah. No, I know.
Like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
y'all are here,
Yeah.
like so
See the thing.
so
with,
obviously like you and
yeah.
Awa would have to be here longer
Mhm.
because like you're not just gonna come down for a weekend because that's low key a waste of money.
I
let's
want
be
to go
honest.
for at least 2 weeks next time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if I can get Awa here, like we could literally just turn up.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
it has. There's nothing against it. Like yeah, Matt is 18.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, I was just thinking about that too. Like I
Mhm.
was thinking, like I want to do a cookout.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
let's go out. So one of the homies I work with, he's got
Mhm.
a boat. Like
Yeah.
let's go out, grill out, and go chill on the boat until fucking 8, 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? That's a
Mhm.
vibe to me.
Yeah.
Like why not?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying.
we should definitely do something like that. I mean, I forget about things like that because we
Yeah.
all work so much.
Yeah.
Like work and just having lives. You know, I don't really got one, but
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
just you know things it's just kind of forget about it. And I hate that we forget about it because you know we're all still homies and I'm not saying I'm not homies with anyone, but you know what I mean.
Mhm. Yeah.
I got shit to do, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like but that'll
Yeah.
definitely be a thing to think about soon too. I think we should next year is going to be a big year for stuff like that for me,
Mhm.
so I hope maybe we can
Yeah, I
get
mean,
something together and film a pod maybe.
yeah, I can't wait. Like, I mean, the big thing for like, cause sort of holding this podcast back is like I wasn't super on board with the idea of it being like virtual, like being
Mhm.
on like Zoom or whatever, right?
Right.
But I didn't want that to stop me, right? Because like everybody's got to start somewhere, and I think looking back or looking forward in like 5 years or whatever, I'll look back on times like this and be like, damn, I really started from this, and like I'll have like
Mm-hmm.
my own studio and everything. That's what I plan to have anyways, like a whole like
Oh,
studio
100%.
and everything. And
Well, I feel like for you and me
mhm, mhm,
specifically,
mhm.
since we became friends, we've always, it was always streaming, gaming, and then we tried
Yeah,
Podcastify.
yeah,
Then we tried it again.
yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but we did try it again.
Oh yeah,
And
because the
and
first
we
time, was it called something different,
I don't
or was it,
remember.
I don't
I don't
know.
I don't think we came up with a name. I literally think we were just going to just like do something with us, like the Jordan Riley or
Yeah,
JNR, something like that.
yeah, right.
And it's like we've always came back to it.
Hmm.
So I'm very happy that you're doing it now.
Yeah,
Even if like, you know, if I come on multiple times, if it's my only time, like
yeah.
that's why I've told you multiple times. Now that you're doing it, it's not like you're thinking of doing it, you're
Hmm.
doing it. You
Hmm.
have episodes filmed,
Hmm.
you have, a date, you have it on Spotify and all that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like it's really inspiring in a way because like we've always wanted to. We've always wanted to. And now, even you said you realize, nothing's holding you back now. You said you didn't want the virtual thing at first, but like
Yeah.
any means possible,
Hmm.
it's getting done.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's if it's not audio, it's video. If it's neither, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it is really good to see because I know a lot of our friends too, in the well, I guess not our maybe I don't know, but in the streaming, in the gaming, in the podcast, in the social media world, like
Hmm.
we're trying to stay relevant, but like with the streaming and stuff like that. But I think it's both agreed on at this point. Like streaming is just kind of
Man,
out of the.
I think I've finally come to terms with the fact that I don't really ever plan to do that ever
That's what I
again.
mean.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
me, like I want to. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I want to. Like
Hmm.
streaming is fun, and I've
Hmm.
seen the highs and I've seen lows. I've
Yeah.
been or not permanent. I've been shadow banned, and that's
Oh yeah, yeah,
ass.
yeah.
So like,
Hmm.
it's fun, but I don't know. Like it's almost like, and I can't say I'm too old to do it because motherfucker, there's 25-year-olds, 28-year-olds. They'll blow up overnight, and I know that that's a thing too, blowing up overnight. And that's kind of what
Man,
I hope for your podcast is to see that. And
just
streaming
like
is
a
just getting
random
harder and
clip.
harder. So I know, just got to do it. I
Yeah, yeah.
mean,
Well, I
I
mean,
don't.
yeah, the nice thing about like with video, like incorporating video into it now, because like the first 3 episodes, so even next
Mhm,
week's, well, because the time we're recording this, only 2 episodes are out. You're
mhm,
on the 5th episode, by the way. Um, so the first 3 are all audio, and then
mhm.
4 and on is video.
Like
Um,
permanently.
yeah, like
Oh, okay.
I like the idea of audio podcasts because like, I mean, for me when I'm listening to I can. Well, I do that while I like walk, right? I'll be walking
Right.
somewhere and I
Right.
just have the headphones in and just listening to them, which is kind of funny because like I always think I look like a crazy person because like if like I'm listening to like a funny ass podcast and then I just start laughing like randomly as I'm walking, I probably look like some fucking creep or something like that. But whatever,
Yeah. I mean, it's all
you
right
know.
though.
I'll just explain to people if they ask, but no one's
Well,
gonna
it's none of their
ask, you know.
business
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
So.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, but I mean, I think for like the biggest thing is that like it puts a face to the name, right? Like I mean, obviously I have
Mhm,
my face on like the we call it the cover art,
mhm.
but I mean, especially being an actor, right? It's important to kind of have everything with
Right.
me, right? Yeah.
I think with your podcast too, like since you've started it, it's been so I don't want you to take this anyway, but it's been so nonchalant, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
And I don't even know if I'm using that in the right way.
Like, what do you mean by
But
it?
to me, like what I'm trying to say is like it doesn't change a whole lot because we're all supporting it no matter what.
Mm.
But like I've always expected a podcast. Like, we've always talked about it, so I've
Yeah.
always just seen it coming. So now that it's happened,
Mhm.
it's like there's nothing new. Like,
Yeah.
this is
It's
this is
just
what
like,
we wanted from the beginning anyway.
yeah.
So, like, you know, I know some people like Matt and Awa, like to them it's new because
Yeah.
we never talked about it, and
We
I don't
didn't
know if
know
you'll
them
ever
back
have them.
then. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll ever have them as guests, but
Yeah. If they
um,
want, for
it's
sure.
like
If we can.
to me personally, like since we became friends, we've always talked about it. And it's
Mhm.
always been, you know, a separate conversation than, oh, let's stream together. Cause you know, we used to talk about that, you know, what game are you playing so I can stream the same game? No, now like the podcast thing is a separate thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good to see
Yeah.
that you're doing it,
Yeah.
but it's not any different. Like it
Mhm.
feels the same. Like
Yeah.
now it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, now you're doing the podcast and you're
Mhm.
acting and you have work and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
like,
No, I think
what's
for
new?
me though, like, I mean, I totally get what you're saying, and I agree with you to like a certain extent. But like, it feels more real this time, you know.
Yeah,
Like it
I
feels
could feel that.
more like official, you know,
It
because I
does,
put a lot into this show, like a lot behind the scenes.
and as you should.
Yeah, like, I mean, first off, like with the other podcast that we tried, we just had
Mhm.
that, like, I think about that sometimes. You remember that we were originally just going to live stream every episode?
Yeah, I do remember that on
Yeah.
Twitch because
Mhm.
we created a Twitch channel,
Yeah.
which I will say, I still don't think that's a bad idea. I don't. I think it would be a good idea if we filmed the episode and then aired it on a live channel.
Like premiered
Like, have
it
you
on
ever thought of?
YouTube.
No, no, like literally sparked a live stream
Oh yeah.
and played it. Like, yes, you can premiere it on YouTube and like post it on YouTube, like how
Mhm.
this might be.
Mhm.
But I still think if you have any type of following anywhere, you should try to put it everywhere. Like, I
Yeah.
think there's multiple clips of what we talked about today that you could easily turn into short form content
Oh
and
yeah.
clip out,
Yeah.
you know, just us laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I think
So,
that's what I was gonna say about like the nice part about it being video. Is I can do that. Like with an audio
oh,
only, like
100%.
it's a little harder to make clips, right? Because I mean,
And that's true. And I
you
think
know.
it goes so many different directions too. It doesn't have to be a funny moment. It could be a
Mhm.
knowledgeable moment,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
I
And
mean,
you could
just the
straight up
podcast I did before yours. Like I had like a friend on that he goes to my boxing classes,
Mhm.
and like we laughed about some things, but it was more or less like more of like a serious, not serious, but
Mhm.
like a more down to earth kind of thing. And like,
Right.
sure, my focus of this podcast is to be more like it. Like I have it labeled as like comedy. Like if you go on like
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
like the category is comedy, but there's a whole bunch that I plan to do.
Yeah.
You know, like
You never know what direction it's gonna be. If you're
oh
in a
yeah,
like
yeah,
we're in a real conversation, like
yeah,
I didn't think we were gonna talk about this or Michael Myers or
yeah, yeah,
fuck even Claudette and Bernadette and I don't even remember because
yeah,
we've been just straight up real about it and having a
mhm,
good time. And
yeah,
you know what's crazy is
hmm
you're never gonna be able to control it. You put the like the you have shit written down, right?
hmm
But you put those in like here and there, you say something about it just for like I guess you could say a head start to that conversation. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
sparks its own way into
For
something
sure.
else
Yeah. No, and that's
and
what I
shoots
was
a
saying
different
to you
direction.
even before we kind of like officially started is like, uh, sure, I have all this stuff written down, but like, there's been so many things like already that we've just talked about, right? I didn't have
Yeah.
anything about like the oceans or space or anything like, or the fucking
Yeah,
beginning of time, but
it's
like that shit
sparked.
just happened, right? Like, and that's like the awesome part about podcasting is that like, or just, I mean, there's other parts or there's other like times where this can happen too, but like that's like the natural kind of thing of I don't know, life, I guess. Like it's that like things, I don't know, just happen.
I feel like the podcast world is an interesting world
Mhm.
too because you know we streamed, you
Yeah.
know, we met each other on Twitch,
Yeah.
and some things you can't say.
Yeah.
Now there is things you can't say on the
No, for sure.
podcast,
Yeah.
but like mostly everything flies. I mean,
Yeah.
not everything, but mostly everything.
There, I mean, obviously are there like social norms where like there's words that like
Mhm.
don't fly and,
And if
things
it's
that don't
and if
fly,
it's too
right? But,
crazy,
like,
I know you don't want to, but you could cut it out.
for sure, yeah. And there has been things that I have cut out of previous episodes because like there's like one thing in like well, actually tell you, like I won't say like obviously details, but like in the third episode, the one that's coming out next week, there is a part, yeah, yeah. There's a. Are you squashing a water bottle?
No.
Oh, I heard like crunchy things. Oh, it's maybe your chair. Anyways, but what was I saying? So like there was a part in the third episode where we talked about and it's someone that I went to school with, and I took it completely out because I was too nervous of it making me look bad. So
What?
yeah. So but, I mean I can tell you off
Oh yeah, 100%,
off the
100%.
pod, right? Because yes, this says off the record. I've said this a few times, just in general, like that's off the record. But there are some things that
Yeah, I
need
mean,
to be.
but that's how everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone wants to talk about everything and be,
Yeah.
verbal about everything. But there is things that are just like, all right now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna hide that a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But it's good. It's good to talk about things to the limit they can be talked about.
Right.
Some people just hide everything. That's boring.
Man.
Like you can't
No.
I said it earlier. I don't think you can have Matt on the pod. He's not gonna talk. He doesn't even fucking talk in the Discord.
Bruh. Yeah,
He doesn't even.
What does he talk about, bro? Bro, that's
nothing.
We always be firing, like fucking roasting the hell out of this dude.
I mean, he does it
all
to
love,
himself,
though.
though.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it is 100%.
Yeah.
I just met Matt, so like,
Oh yeah, and really,
you got to realize we have a friendship, but it's
Yeah.
like you do it to yourself, and I
Yeah.
know you're listening to this right now. Okay, so,
Yeah.
but like, you line yourself up for this shit,
bro. Like the thing for
line
me
leader-
though, and like Matt, I'm talking right to you right now, buddy. Right, bro. We like we'll flame your ass, right? But then like you get so pressed. And then it turns into a whole thing. Like, just fucking, we're all just joking. We're all just playing, right? Like, and it's like this whole thing, but I don't know, whatever.
It's interesting.
It's all
it only
homies,
happens
bro.
to Matt, too. Like, I can sit there and be pissed off
Yeah.
at Kyle,
Yeah.
and nothing happens. Nothing happens. But Matt will just get triggered. It's literally rage bait. That's what it is.
Oh,
is rage
man.
baiting. And
Yeah.
it's funny, but it gets to a point where sometimes I kind of feel bad for him, but then it's like, bro, he did it to himself. Why am I feeling bad?
Yeah.
But shit, he just got his own little cameo. It's all right.
Yeah. That's mad for you. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna end off the episode with one thing that I'm doing every episode. I want this to be kind of like a theme. Rapid fire questions. They're just easy answers.
Are they yes or no?
They could be, or they could be
Okay.
like the things. Like I mean,
Okay.
some of them aren't yes or no's, but I mean, yeah. First one, your go-to fast food order. Like favorite restaurant.
Fuck, this is hard because you say order, but there's a different order at every restaurant.
Oh man,
Name-
like what's
name
your
a
favorite
restaurant.
restaurant?
My favorite restaurant is Who Hot.
Okay, go to
order.
I don't know
say
Who
because
Hot.
you make your own food.
Oh,
Who Hot's a
man.
Mongolian restaurant. You put your own noodles on there and do all that. Fast food, like you said.
Yeah, sure.
I'll probably go to Subway.
Okay,
We go.
Subway's
Wheat.
one of those places where like you got to get the same thing every time. I feel like.
I do change it up here and there.
Oh,
I will
man.
say, fuck that bitch at Subway though. If she put barbecue sauce on my sandwich, fuck that bitch. You listen to this? Fuck you. Hope you get fired. I didn't tip your ass either. Fuck you. Wheat, and I get the chicken, and then sometimes pepper jack, sometimes provolone, and then I get turkey and roast beef, and then I put pretty much every vegetable.
Yeah.
I love spinach, lettuce, green peppers, tomatoes, all that shit. A little bit of ranch, sometimes mayo, and then Baja Chipotle. Too much mayo can really throw me off though.
Oh man, I am a slut for mayo.
I can't, bro.
I
There's
love
some
mayo.
You know, I will say Subway mayo is the best mayo, in my opinion.
There's something different about it.
It is.
There
It
is
is.
something
100%.
different about it.
But I will say, there's been bites where I get mouthful of that Subway mayo, and it's like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I would rather have that barbecue sauce. But fuck that shit. Yeah,
Oh,
go
man.
to Subway, get your normal sandwich, but then lather or whatever it's called,
Lather?
just lather that shit in barbecue sauce. Fuck that bitch, dude. She ruined my night.
Did
I
she
thought,
remake the
bruh.
sandwich?
No, I didn't find out till I got home.
Oh no!
But the only okay, I know I said I didn't tip her. No, I did not tip her because here's why. Because first of all, she took for fucking ever.
Oh no!
It's simple. Put a
Yeah.
couple things on it, throw it in the toaster. Let's get it. Vegetables, we outie. I didn't say put barbecue sauce on my shit. I said Baja Chipotle, and she gave me so much barbecue sauce, dude. I remember I seen that shit before I opened the wrapper.
It was like bleeding through.
It was smeared across my shit. I was so upset. And at first, before I tried it, I thought it was like teriyaki sauce. So I was like, okay. And then I bit into the sandwich and I'm like, my first thought is with Subway, nice garden vegetables, a little ranch, a little mayo, spicy. No, it was fucking barbecue sauce. Ruined my fucking night. Ruined my night. And they didn't have the cookies I wanted.
No way. You get the M&M ones?
No, I get the strawberry or the raspberry cheesecake, whatever those are.
I've never even heard of that one. Y'all got some different shit there.
You bust them apart. They got cheesecake and raspberry coming out. Whatever it is, you'll have to see it next time you come.
That sounds so fucking good.
It's great. It's great.
Okay, next question. What's the most overrated movie you can think of?
Titanic, by far.
Okay.
By far.
If you had to delete one app forever, which one would it be?
Off my phone or my computer?
Just anything, like any app.
Snapchat.
Oh, that's
if
easy.
I had to, Snapchat.
Bruh, I would do that even if I didn't have to. Like
if you would have said what's the most overrated app, I would have said Snapchat. Overrated.
Yeah.
Too much shit going on there.
What's one thing you wish never got invented?
One thing I wish was never invented or created.
Just what's some stupid ass thing that just pisses you off that it exists?
Nutella?
Oh, no.
Nutella's ass.
I love Nutella. That's such a controversial thing to say. You're going to fire so many people up with that one.
Well, be ready to get fired the fuck up because Nutella's trash as hell, boy.
I love
Leave that shit. Leave peanut butter alone. Fuck you doing making chocolate into sandwich shit. No.
Oh, man.
No.
Peanut butter and Nutella goes crazy.
Oh, hell no. I think I've seen at the store they actually make a mix.
Oh,
like
really? I'd buy that shit.
Nutella, half peanut butter. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. But then people are like, it's just like Reese's. No, it's different. It's disgusting. Hazelnut. I don't give a fuck. You want to know something really fucked up? So for people that can see us right now,
that's Ellidays though.
This is not mine. This is not mine. So
oh shit,
dude, it didn't want to leave. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god,
that's not mine. So
what happened? Oh
shit,
no,
that shit gone. If you couldn't see that, there was literally a thing of Nutella right next to me, but it's not mine. That shit is ass. I hate it. Ugh.
Oh man,
it tastes horrible. Anyway, I don't know how you got like.
I love it.
It's chocolate, but it's like too much. Like you ever had chocolate and it's like too much chocolate? Like
that reminds me of dark chocolate, bro. I hate dark chocolate. Anybody who eats dark chocolate, I'm like, do you even love yourself?
Dark chocolate is so fun. It's healthier. What the fuck? You're eating chocolate. Why are you trying to be healthy?
Just accept the fact that you're eating the chocolate. Yeah.
Like, bro, nasty chocolate reminds me of fucking Easter. Like,
oh man,
Easter chocolate? Nah, I'm good.
Chocolate eggs.
Don't give me that shitty ass chocolate banana or chocolate bunny.
Oh no.
Fuck no.
Okay, if your life had a theme song, what would it be? What's your life theme song?
See that? I need to stop. I'm overthinking. I keep thinking like phases of my life, like different areas. If my life had a theme song, what would it be? It's got to be Eye of the Tiger.
Okay, nice. That's a solid pick. That's a solid.
It's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be. That's the first thing that came to mind, so it's got to be that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
That's the only theme song I really know anyway. I mean, I know all the songs, but theme song, come on.
Bruh.
Eye of the Tiger, or maybe John Cena's entrance song.
Yeah.
maybe that's the song in the background to start the episode. You never know.
Oh man, I wish.
Imagine.
Probably like copyright would take that though. Yeah.
Oh, copyright. That's a whole nother conversation.
Oh man.
All
right. Well, I think we did it. I think that's
easy money,
bruh.
2 hours.
2 hours, dog. What the
2 hours. Now the real thing is, you're not going to know this until you hear the very end if you listened. But is this going to be a full thing or is it going to be a part 1 and 2? That's the thing. Because then you can branch out. Then you can blue ball people.
Oh man.
Then you could post one now and then like the other one in 2 weeks. That'd be fucked up.
Like there's like up. Well, we'll know. We'll know. That's interesting. Okay,
Yes.
if you made it to this part in the video, I don't know. You'll know.
Figure it out. Yeah, you'll know. If you don't know, now you know. Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
That's the end. That's
Yeah.
the end. That's just how we do it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
All
it.
right. Well, with that being said, I think that'll do it for here. Riley, if you want to, like, the floor is yours. If you want to, like, shout anything out or anything.
I don't got nothing to shout out. All I got to say is shout outs to my boy Jord going through with it off the record. It's an amazing podcast. I listened to it multiple times on my plane.
Yeah.
It was great, man. And thanks for having me. I mean, we always talked about it, so
Absolutely.
it felt really special to be on it. Hopefully I can be on it more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And still help
Anytime.
in the background.
Anytime.
I love this shit. And it was great. It was great.
Well, of course, thank you for coming on the show. I mean, without people like you, like without the guests, it's it's not the same, right? I can do solo episodes, but it's it's just not exactly it, right? So having a guest is something very to be grateful for and very thankful for. But yeah, to all the people watching, listening, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us for this past few hours. Crazy stuff. Be sure to follow the show on Instagram at Off the Record with Jordan Rance. And I think I'll start posting some stuff on TikTok too, but working out the kinks there. Check out new episodes every Friday, whenever or wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube now. I'll put the few episodes, audio stuff on YouTube, but I'm glad. Finally doing audio. Video. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I'm out of here, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.